Welcome, Team Spiritual! We're back again with another community response. We're going to go through all the remarks, questions that came in this week, and take them right through. Had a good week?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
Oh, fine.
We made it. So, on our community response, let me just put it up here on the screen so you can see the comments. Our first video that we did was the new NF Hope rapper reaction video. That was a pretty interesting song.
Yeah.
Rhonda wrote, "Wow, that is one deep rap, self-sabotage and all the facets of trying to move forward. Thanks for sharing. It was great."
Thanks for your comment.
Yeah. It was good. It was a good deep rap video.
I was pleasantly surprised by that.
S. Bizarro, he had a whole bunch there about the reaction and his interpretation. You can kind of read it there, but I highlighted kind of the main point in there that said, "Fear has always been NF's main attraction. It ends with NF taking the reins. Can't wait for the album." So I guess he's got another album coming out. So
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for the comment. Thanks everybody for the comments.
Yeah.
And fear's always been NF's main attraction. Yeah, fear is like a powerful force. It's no surprise that somebody could extract a lot from that.
and it's relatable, right? People who are watching are going to be like, "I relate."
Yep.
So if he's got a new album, I'll check it out when it comes out. I like that song. So Sam Smith said he is the most real rapper who talks about his journey through life. He doesn't curse and his lyrics still get the same effect. Amazing journey. I recommend you take it.
That is something that I learned on that shortly after too, is that he doesn't curse.
Yeah.
Which is, hey man, kudos. I curse like a screwed up sailor, but that's good.
Yeah, hey, why not? That's it'll be easier to get your content out there if you don't have to save it for the adults only section.
Yeah. And I mean, it speaks well of your vocabulary.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Sometimes I find swear words pretty effective.
It goes to show you that you don't need swear words to get like a hammer home effect all the time, right?
Yes.
I think people use like swear words sometimes like just to get your attention.
You're right.
But I think in that video he did a good job of like getting it.
Yeah. I like that,
MC Calcium, Nate F. You can Google him. He's a never cursing word wizard.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah.
reiterating what we already said there.
Definitely is.
Thanks, MC. Moving on to the Wild Russell Brand, Ohio train derailment reaction video. Terry wrote a big spiel here, and thanks again, Terry. You always like to write these big ones for us, and you take the time to do it. So the main point I highlighted there is he was saying that the serious side of all this, in my opinion, is the story of deregulation and how the left, Obama era regulation for public health and safety, and the right, Trump deregulation to cut costs to business to increase profits. Public health and safety be damned, lest lead to vastly different outcomes.
So literal and sticking to the facts.
But at the same time, I didn't necessarily, it's not good to deregulate. And I don't know what the Trump era did, if it was all about pure deregulation and letting everyone just, have full reins of this.
That's not what I mean. I mean, I'm a chaotic person that goes by feel often and that sort of thing. And I value the hell out of people that, organize things in like a literal way.
Yeah.
It takes all kinds. And so those people just as much make the world go round. I don't know what I'm saying here. I'm just saying I appreciate your comment.
I just took from it, though, that, it's easy to put blame on people. And, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but for the last 2 years, in my opinion, the Democrats had power within the House and they could have fixed all this. And they didn't. So it's easy to be like, the Trump era. And I'm not saying that he did anything good, but I'm saying, come on, who's in power now? Trump's been gone forever. Let's get it going, if that needs to be fixed. That thing's still going on, man. There's lots of news out there, and it feel like a lot of people feel like it's being suppressed, that whole Ohio train derailment thing.
Yeah.
Those people, they got problems ahead of them, man. And they're like, it's
depends on the news source, though, right?
Yeah.
Like some people are like, it ain't that big of a deal, and some people are like, it's a huge deal.
Yeah,
completely not being taken seriously.
Yeah, it's hard to know what to believe in that situation. It's the facts are all over the place.
We will see, right?
That's true. The next video that we did was the recent interview with Pierre Poilievre. News Today. Jay Byron said, "Stay true to bearded guys."
We will. We will stay true as we can be.
Yes. Tam Pow Pow said, Pierre Poilievre is not a good leader. We deserve better. I can't afford milk, but my freedom is at risk, and he never addresses this. I don't know about it. I kind of gave out my disclaimer in that video towards Pierre because I believe it when I see it. Mm-hmm. So I'm not converted yet. I'm not
we spoke. We were out together this weekend, and one of the people we ran into was like, "I like him. I like Pierre Poilievre."
Yeah.
They were just seemed pretty they just thought he seemed good and everything.
Yeah.
You're a little more into politics, so I guess you're...
Things can change in politics on a dime. Apparently, he got in trouble this weekend for saying something stupid. So,
well, it's so hard not to get in trouble for saying something stupid, especially if you're in the limelight. It's hard enough if you're full of shit to not say, maybe even harder. I don't know, but oftentimes, you can't make everybody happy.
Yeah.
It's hard to...
It's true, right? Yeah, and in politics, man, you got to play the game, and it's tough game to play. Moving onward, in our last community response, Terry said, "You fellows do very well at keeping it all in perspective. Interacting with your audience in these community response videos helps cultivate goodwill. Seems to be a particular strength you bring to the channel." Well, thank you, Terry. We try.
Thanks, Terry.
We try.
And the Jim and Terry show.
Yeah.
Check out their show if
Yeah.
you get a chance.
Yeah, go check them out. The Very Big Asbury of Revival reaction video.
Den Keeper.
Den says,
I like Den.
says so true about returning to traditionalism. I swear I was just talking with my family about this. It's so easy to get a taste of everyone else's ideas nowadays that people are looking to just get in touch with their roots or simply more classic traditions. Yep. Being religious is basically turning into counterculture in this increasingly godless world. Great topic, very relatable. Yeah.
In this increasingly godless world, I guess it depends on where you look, and you know what I mean?
Where you live,
in terms
how you
of,
see it, yeah.
There are some places that sure do seem like they're increasingly godless, and then there's, but maybe that depends on our perspective, our ideas of what God is to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah. You could unpack that.
There are some places that are supposed to be godly that, from me, I'm like, this doesn't seem godly at all. It seems like maybe a business or some sort,
What?
What I'm saying is there are some places that are supposed to represent godliness.
Yeah.
They're places of God, God's house.
Yeah.
And then you go in there and there's from my view, at times they can be sort of godless.
Yeah.
Like
you were saying, running like a business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying. But thanks for the comment, Den. Moving on to...
Not all places, man. Don't think I'm talking about...
Wachita Disciple said, "Guy on the right has issues." What right? What right are we talking about?
That's me.
Says, his hate is very plain to see. I understand there are bad people in every group. One day he will too. It was sad to hear them say that a revival like this has its limits. It's clear they don't know God or understand his power. There's a lot there.
Yeah. Well, I grew up in a Christian home.
Yeah.
I went to a Christian church. I asked Jesus into my heart when I think I was 5 years old at camp. And I lived that way, involved with the church, doing Christmas plays, going to Bible studies. And then as a man, me and my wife, we both came from that background. We started doing some Bible studies of our own, because we found that sometimes the people that were speaking at the churches we were at, we would be like, well, does it, is that right? And so we just kind of started doing some investigating of our own. Everything from what the scripture actually says to the original manuscripts and looking at concordances and meanings of things.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I arrived at this place, just through kind of life experience. And, I understand that when you believe something, it's kind of hard to handle somebody not believing the same thing or going a different way with it. I understand that, but...
Check out, some of our episodes coming up this week are going to speak directly into this.
Yeah.
I wrote back and said, we got no hatred in our heart for anyone here.
Might. Maybe I do. Maybe I have some hatred sometimes. Maybe they detect something in me, but I'm trying to be as forthright as I can.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be honest with what my experience is and what I think. And, some people may resonate with that or see the point I'm trying to make. And maybe there's some things I need to work on or rein in there. But ultimately, I know where my own heart is at. So that's all I can do.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for the comment anyway, Wichita. Moving forward, we had the Sadhguru Prophet reaction video that said, thank you for your reaction. Please watch the video again from the beginning to better understand. Now, with this video, we got a lot of comments like that. They were like, you didn't do the full video. Do the full video. We need more of the full video. You would have done better if you'd watched the full video. I actually did watch the full video, but I was like, the first part was like a history lesson, so I didn't want to us watching a history lesson. Maybe we could return to it someday again and do it again, the full thing. Mm-hmm. We'll do a live or something.
Yeah, love reacting to that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah. So it's a good video. A lot of people showed us slack on it, but that was a hard video, and we went into it warning everyone that this is a hard video. Someone requested it, but Jik said Hare Krishna. Do you know what Hare Krishna means? Is that goodwill or something, or because they had prayer hand emojis beside it? I feel like it's like a blessing.
I actually don't know what it means. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, write us in the comments. Tell us what
I've heard
Hare
it said
Hare
a ton of times,
means.
but
I think I did look it up, but I forgot. But I think it's like a hey, goodwill or something like that. Then we have Lexman Patel. Sadhguru offers inner engineering online that changed my life. React to inner engineering videos. So I'll have to throw that on the docket list of Sadhguru request videos that, you guys love these Sadhguru videos that we do. So
there's a reason why he's as popular as he is.
Yeah, so we'll have to put that on there. So thanks, Laxman. Burr said Dyalinga is Shivalinga, a representation of Shiva. I think Dinalinga is representing Ideogi Shiva. So I have a feeling the Dhyanalinga was the temple thing, that thing inside the temple. So I think that is what it's supposed to be representing as Shiva.
Okay.
The god Shiva. So when they're in there, maybe I guess you feel like you're in the presence of Shiva when you're doing that thing.
Isn't that the big statue he's got on his stage? I
think that's a head of
isn't that Shiva?
Look at this is how ignorant we are. It's like Shiva or Krishna. It's probably Shiva, but I think it's Shiva. Okay. Mission Foot Fetish said Justin is very smart. He will be a very good seeker. As Sadhguru says, you should not believe things, only experience things. Good attitude to approach Sadhguru, but poor selection of video, as this video is relevant to those who understand the science of consecrated spaces. That seems like that would be a video in itself. The science of consecrated spaces.
I feel like I'm being railroaded here a little bit. Throwing these crazy comments in here. The comments aren't crazy, but with I'm reacting to this in real time. And I think it's interesting here, just a side note, from my narcissistic zoning right in on what's about me, narcissistically. Yeah. Isn't that interesting, man? Takeaway for every viewer that whatever you say, there's going to be people that think you're the friggin' devil, and then there's going to be people that see something good.
Yeah.
Fascinating,
It's interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. You can't please everyone.
You can't. No, you damn can't. Try it. And see what
Yeah.
happens.
Otherwise, it is all just a story.
Thanks for the comment.
Listening a story is not bad, but without adequate humility, you'll only jump to conclusions, make the story irrelevant for you. So the moral is choose a title that reverberates with you, not what people suggest. Now that's hard because sometimes you could take that many ways because we kind of wait for the suggestions to come to us. So maybe that's divine influence. Someone saying, do this. We're not looking for it. Someone says this. So I kind of see that as like, oh, okay, maybe that came to me within my life. Maybe I should take a look at it.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So
it's like
it's hard to know what divine providence is, right? Like
you always run the risk of being a little bit OCD or something, there's some people that don't take a bite into a peanut butter sandwich without checking with the Lord, like there's that. And I don't know where the line is between, being divinely guided through life and being, a little off your rocker.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, next comment. Heather Belsner
Not to say that about the person.
said it looks like a bomb. Some crying emoji face, which I deleted off there. But sorry if we we're just we were just going in the moment off of what it looked like, Mm-hmm. So yes, I understand it is a holy thing, and I'm not here to smear that at all. So, but moving on.
I said it looks like a lot of it.
Manoj Kumar must visit Isha Center in America. I actually looked it up. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
So once I save up $1,000, like American, I can go visit it and meditate there for 4 days for $1,000. Or I can meditate for free in my basement.
Sometimes I wonder with these things that cost a lot to go to, like a Tony Robbins thing, right?
Yeah.
Like when I last heard how much a ticket to one of those cost, it was like so damn expensive.
Yeah.
And I wonder sometimes, like, if people that come back and are like, it changed my life, like it did. It's like, well, you don't have a choice but it changing your life if it costs that much. So, nothing could have happened. You were like not able to handle it, not changing your life.
Yeah.
So, not to say anything, like maybe it does, man. Maybe that's the whole reason it costs so damn much.
You really gotta want it.
It comes with a guarantee that your life's gonna change.
No comments. Name, I guess. Thank God Brits are now involved in something constructive. Doesn't matter if they get it or not. So we're not Brits.
Are we the Brits?
Yeah, we're the Brits. So yeah, no, we're not Brits. We're Canadian.
I know that.
I think they were like, at least the Westerners
Brits,
are doing something. Yeah. So like, hey, yeah, we're here.
In the States, I was in the States one time, and there was some people there I was talking to, and they thought I was British.
Wow.
They were like, say prune again. Prune. I was like, prune? And they were like, ah.
It's so weird because I don't think we sound anything like British people, but Karan Takur said, not easy to grasp most things as slowly it gets understood by psyche, but there is Sadhguru exclusive for extreme illogical videos. I wasn't totally sure on what that comment meant, but maybe there's some videos we need to watch on extreme illogical videos.
Understood by psyche, but there is Sadhguru exclusive for extreme illogical videos. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that are spiritually related that like a logical person would regard as illogical.
Yeah.
Like with no context, it wasn't the foundation of Western culture. If I just came to you and I was like, come follow me because I'm going to make you a fisher of men and we're going to walk on the water, you would think I snapped.
Possibly, yes.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure most people would think that was, if there was something crazy, if you were claiming some stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there was no context.
Yes.
Like there was no prior history or whatever.
Yeah. Next video, Self-Talk Swami Mukhadananda, Subconscious Mind. Himanshu Sarawat said, thank you much for this analysis, discussion, and the reaction. You should react to more of his videos. You would certainly find them meaningful. I'm sure this is not going to be the last Swami video that we do. We'll do some more Swami videos coming up, so stay tuned. Himanshu. Raise the World Project wrote like totally and gave the timestamp, and basically the times where you were like, he's totally like one of those like leaders that you want to sit and listen to and stuff like that. And yeah, he is. He's one of those leaders. So
likable guy.
Jix said, great analysis, guys. So thanks, Jix, for that. And then if you want freedom and a Brown reaction video, Terry, again, with another well thought out comment. I grabbed kind of maybe the, I don't know, one that kind of stood out to me here, where he's like, her message seems a little intense, actually quite mesmerizing, bordering on beguiling, like trying to manipulate you into like, or like, I don't know, hypnotize you into like following her.
Right. But how is there any human, like imagine you were so fixated on not beguiling people, you were like, I do not want to lead anyone astray, I don't want to do it, that you made yourself not appealing. You know what I mean? Like imagine you went the other direction. This isn't me criticizing the comment. I see what you mean by that. Yeah. She's looking at the camera like this, and she's, you know, like she was very compelling, you know, and looking right into the camera and like, you know, I love you and all this stuff, right? But imagine the complete opposite of that. Somebody that's, you know, doesn't want to, I don't want you to be led astray by me, and I don't want you to be manipulated by so I'm going to wear dirty rags, and I'm going to, you know, make myself look not appealing.
Yeah.
Right? Is it mean that in the middle somewhere is what's right? You know, does it mean that's...
maybe, but there's also a time to be intense. There's a time to sit back. There's a time for all of it, I think. I don't know. You got to take it as it comes. Once, you know, each individual, you know, case when it comes to you, and deal with it then.
How do you feed your dog medicine?
Am I being manipulated here, or do I need to listen to this?
Well, how do you feed your dog medicine? You either got to stick, you know, sometimes an animal or your cat or whatever won't eat the thing, so you got to like stick it in a treat or shove it up their ass because they won't listen to it. You know what I mean? So maybe the truth is the same way. Maybe somebody understands something, and this is unsettling because I would be irritated if somebody did it to me.
Yeah.
But maybe the idea sometimes is I'm going to deliver the message this way so that the people will actually take what I have to say.
Yeah.
If I say it any other way, they're going to ignore it. People's attention spans are not very good these days.
Yeah.
Something to do with that.
Yeah, Terry also alluded to this, like, kind of turning into a cult system, like a way to, like, build cults and stuff like that. And I agree, yeah, it is. But I don't like how cultism always gets thrown onto religions and spirituality, because it's the whole idea of cults and the philosophy of cults and how they work are in every facet around us. They're in politics, they're in your education system, they're everywhere. This way to manipulate you under some hierarchy to get you to fall in line to a certain line of belief systems that gets like extracts money out, where usually someone at top is profiting and very few at the top and a lot at the bottom. Mm-hmm. That is like kind of like the cult way, like the pyramid scheme.
Right. And some people are very uncomfortable with any alternative to that. You'd be like, well, what if everybody could kind of govern themselves and keep each other accountable? It'd be like, so you're a socialist then?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess if that's the label that is.
Yeah. But yeah, no, cultism is in every facet. It's in its tentacles are everywhere, and we all have to be aware of that. I think it's not just for spirituality and religion,
and it's not for no reason, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If there is a hierarchy or a pyramid scheme found often in societies, it's not like, well, that's just wrong, so destroy the framework there.
Yeah.
That's not where I'm going with it.
Yeah,
I think that all things come into being for pretty good reason.
Yep. All right. The last video I think we did here was the interesting universe of 84 Big Bang Theory. Rishab Dwivedi said, love your reaction. Keep watching Sadhguru. We will. Dan Keeper said, not the right amount of roars. Hysterical. So true. He was just laughing at when you were talking about the roars there.
Yeah.
He even left a timestamp.
Go watch that video if you want to know more about what the heck we were talking about.
Yeah. AKA Moon, spirituality is all about to be neutral, not look up or down on anything. I don't understand. I wasn't quite sure what AK was trying to say there.
Whether not look up or down on anything. I came up with this little saying not too long ago, which was never envy and never pity. Because you don't know the whole story. You know, you might look at somebody and be like, oh man, they got such a wonderful life, and you don't know what's going on. You don't know the issues they have. And then again, the same thing, you might look at somebody and be like, I pity that poor soul so bad. Meanwhile, they're pitying you. Yeah. They're like, that's often the case I find with me. Yeah. You know, like, not that I'm being pitied, but yeah, I guess I'm kind of judgmental sometimes. And I look at somebody that I see as busted their hump to put themselves into a situation, and I'm like, not worth it. Doesn't seem worth it to me. I don't know.
Ubiquinox Rosals said, "Are you twins?" No, we are not twins. Would you say? I don't know who that insults, or whatever, or something like that. I don't know, because like there's a 5-year difference between us.
Yep. Guess who's which?
So either we were looking really old or we're looking really young. I don't know.
Hey, or somewhere in the middle.
The myself. I don't believe in this nonsense. I don't care how the world is begin. I only care about Russia-Ukraine war right now and climate crisis around the world. So stop this nonsense, Sadhguru, about spiritual only science, about spirituality, I guess. Only science is truth and nothing else.
Hey, you kind of started doing a voice there, like you just subtly, but you started doing a climate crisis around the world. I hear what this person is saying. And I'm grateful for people that have that attitude, man.
Hey, if you I commented back and I said, thank you for sharing your opinion. I understand why people...
And that fucks people up. Yeah, Justin, how can you have that? Pick a goddamn side, for fuck's sake. Listen, I'm grateful that the world isn't full of me's. Yeah. But I'm also grateful that there's me's. Because I think that takes all kinds. There's people that are like, I ain't got time to bleed. You know, and they're going to go over and save our asses, you know, and sometimes that person needs to give their head a shake. And when the time comes for that person to realize that there's more to life than that, I hope that they approach it with the same openness. And they're probably shaking their head violently right now going, no, I won't. Nope, because you're wrong. Yeah. Fucking, if that's how it is, then it's supposed to be that way. Yeah. So, zippity-doo.
Okay, zippity-doo is the final word in this week's response video. Just keep it zippity-doo, folks. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys like this. Continue to send out the comments. Tell us what you think about things. If you want us to do videos on stuff, let us know. We know by comments, likes, and subscribes on our videos. That lets us know what more you want to see. So keep it up. Thanks for joining us. If you like this video, hit the like, subscribe, share with a friend. And everybody, until next time, stay spiritual.